Yeah, I mean, New York theater community, tiny. So of course I think we knew of each other, but we'd not ever gotten to work together. I worked with Kelly's husband and only spent very minimal downtime with her when I worked with her husband. And so this was a treat.
I would say I'm very much so a Cece. When I first read the script, I was like, oh, I understand this character.
I've become very good friends with the character of Cece in that way. I think she shoots from the hip. She's not a real BSer. Like her or not, you know, she's going to tell you the truth. And I always look for friendships like that.
It's just really fun to be Cece. And when I first got asked to this part, I was like, wow.
But I think like in my heart, I'm more Bertie. And I love watching Kelly and I love watching Cece. And I relate to kind of the energy of Bertie.
I don't think naturally I'm a lot like Bertie. I'm very opinionated, I speak my mind, very strong-willed. It's always a bit of a stretch for me personally to play these kinds of roles, but I have played them so much that I feel like I understand them. And I definitely understand somebody who is suffering under the weight of expectation and wants to push against that, and who is set free by a best friend. I've had that experience in my own life where my best friends have saved my life and pushed me to be the woman that I am today, and so that I absolutely really do.
I mean, I think the old adage, opposites attract, is a huge truth. I also think when you meet as kids, you don't see differences and you don't judge each other. You know, you don't know yet how to do that. You haven't learned that yet. So I think something really special about their friendship as kids is the things that you would normally find judgment with in someone are the things that they find to be the best about each other.
They recognize the other's opposite in them because it's actually something they deeply possess. And so even though they present to the world as very different, they're very similar.
And I do have a friend, you know, who is, I would absolutely say, a Bertie style friend who, you know, if I curse in front of her, and it's very, which of course I do on purpose now, you know, just to, but I know, who me? This is an ensemble piece. I mean, we are, you know, the show is about these two women, but it wouldn't be able to work without an ensemble of people who are really the ones making the world around us exist. Because even though we pop into these scenes and they're built around us, and the show really is, we are the center of the story, they are the ones who make it go round.
And we came into their space. We're new to Canada. It's really interesting to be like, we're new here, but we're also leading this company, and to ride that line of having deep respect for what they've already built and what they do here, but also knowing that they're looking to us for that energy as well.
I really feel strongly about the fact that this is a piece that people need to see in the form that it's in now. It's not the film. It's more like the novel than the film, but you've got new music, you've got a nod to the film as well. So people who are looking to just experience the film, it's not that. I hate to burst your bubs, but it's not that. And but it really is a gut punch of emotion.
It's deeply hopeful. I mean, facing our mortality is something we're not real good at in modern culture, at least not in, you know, Western culture. And this takes you there, and it makes you think about it, and it also leaves you with hope, which is very confusing. I am devastated but hopeful. What does this mean? Because I think that's what death is anyway, and I think we should be talking about it and moving through it. So I want as many people as possible to see this, because I think it makes you confront your own mortality. It makes you confront the mortality of the people you love. It makes you call the people that you love. It makes you sort of suck the marrow out of the days you have left. And I think that's a message every single person needs. So as many people as possible can come and see this and go home with that, start thinking about death and life in different ways. I mean, that's what we do. That's why we're artists. That's why we do what we do. That's what I want.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great. Please.
Just trust us.
Just trust us, Broadway.